And she is head. It was okay. The name was okay.
Yes.
She is head of an organization which finds personalized solutions in terms of assistive technologies. What they want is to meet the individual needs in regards to wellness and health and at home at low cost level. Welcome, Daniela.
Thank you. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I'm going to talk about technical and technological assistance, but most I would like to speak about participation and about working with people with disability. And now I really miss my partners. They are not here, not only because they have a disability or something. They are not here because they don't speak English. So it's our first disability. So we are starting now. And sorry for my bad English. I'm going to talk about Cetram. Cetram is a non-profit organization. It has been running for 12 years. We give attention to people with a neurodegenerative disease who are under the poverty line. But we work in an interdisciplinary team. That means that we have medical staff, very famous staff, but also rehabilitation team, and in the same level of participation, we have an organization with people with disability, families, and network. That's the idea of our work, and we are working in the same level of making decisions. Our main reference are David Werner and some papers from WHO about community-based rehabilitation approach, which means that we have to work in the community with people in their environment. This is a huge approach. I'm sure that you know about it. We are a teaching center on a Latin America level. We are working with people from Bolivia, Venezuela, and we are working in all over our country. But what is Chile? Where is Chile? Chile is the southern, narrow, and long country in South America. So you can imagine that we have a very diversity, geographic and also cultural, and you have to consider both and more difference when you're doing something like this. Consider geographic and cultural diversity. Regarding disability, 12.9% of the population have some kind of disability, and 58% of those are women. We have those data only for 2004. We don't have for now, so that's one of the huge problems that we have, that we don't have new numbers about disability. And people have a lack of access to technology. Why? First, because there's a high cost of technology. But if you need a wheelchair or even a spoon, you have to, the public system gives us, but you have to wait even a year to have a wheelchair. From people with a neurodegenerative disease, they are dying when they receive the wheelchair. So we also have a social stigma about using technologies in our culture, that you have to consider that, and inequity. We have it as a city, the richest and the poorest people from Latin America. What is our strategy working with this? Technical support devices using community resources. First of all, I don't know if that's good in English. First of all, or in one hand, or something like that. Low-cost technology, low-cost material. It doesn't mean bad quality. We're looking for the best in low-cost. Low-cost design, but design and construction with people with disability and their family. They know what they need, they know how to do it. We just work together. These are some nice idea about how doing this. We also, another strategy is rehabilitation team training other teams throughout the country. I'm going to show you later this experience. The recognition and validation of popular and community knowledge. We are working now in a concept that is trans-knowledge, trans-saberes in Spanish. It's not transdisciplinary, it's not interdisciplinary, because when you are talking about discipline, you are talking about school, university, and you're talking about power. The idea is to talking about knowledge, and knowledge is in everywhere, so the idea is to talking about that. And we're using, of course, popular education. There is a model created by Paulo Freire, who is a Brazilian educator that is very near to us. One product is manual and training course, technical support devices using community resources. There is a three-day course with a practice technology, and until now we have 160 REAP teams in all over the country with this course. Maybe it's another huge number, but it's the 70% of the REAP teams in our country. And the idea of this manual is something very simple like that. For example, if you need to tie your shoes with only one hand, you have this idea, and then in the next page you have the step-by-step how you can do it. Or if you want to play a card with one hand or with your mouse or wherever, you can do it with this, and how you can do that. That's the idea of the manual. Another manual and training course is wheelchair repairing. There's a 10-day training, and the teacher and the students are wheelchair users. And the idea in the final course is to have the installation of workshop for job position. We're doing this in rural areas in our country. We have this adapted motorbike for wheelchair user. You can see that there. That is adapted motorbike, and all the process of doing this are working together: designer, user, and therapist. And at the same time, we are working in law and policies about driving an adapted car, because now in Chile, you are under the good volunteer, I don't know how to say that, what the people that are evaluating you, how to car, it's only about that. It's not about you and law. You depend of the doctor that evaluates in your process. Because what is the final goal? The final goal is using technology. It's not just a practical subject, but it's the exercise of active citizens that participate in the country's political and social change. So thank you very much.